Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today we'll be going over savings monthly tracker. This is the third part to my series on how to start saving today and the breakdown. You can find this document that we will be going through in the description box. I've listed them all out. I've created these documents as usual to get a step-by-step whenever if you forget anything, if you like to do things as the instruction is going on, make sure that you scan this QR code. It'll bring you right back to my channel. You can find this playlist and boom, we can do it. We can start saving right now. You could download it right now and start to do it right now. But let's get into the video. So like we discussed before, we had our sinking fund. We had our sinking fund and we went through our budget planner. Okay, so if you guys missed those videos, make sure that you tune in for that because everything kind of lays with on each other. So with our savings monthly tracker, this will be attached to another video that I have to where I started a savings challenge. This was all low income. I got all of these materials at the dollar store, but essentially I am doing every day in that week, added up together and depositing that money for the week for that month. Very quick synopsis. I will link the video in the description box. I will throw a little tag somewhere in there so that you can get on top of this as well. You can work backwards, you can start ahead, anything. So let's get into this, right? So I wanted this year to save about $5,000. And I think it's about possible or somewhere around there. If I add up all of these things, I think it's about 5,000. I could be wrong. I know that there's a lot of mental math doers out there. I still pay for my calculator and I'm going to do what I do. But somewhere around there, it'll be at least over $1,000 for sure. I know that that's a very long gap, but that's my business and you kind of in it right now. Anyways, let's get back into this. All right, so our savings monthly tracker. So my goal is I just want to save 5K. If that happens, great. If it doesn't, cool. But this is low income. So let's say that we just want to save $1,000. And at the end of the documents that I've listed out, there is $1,000 savings challenge that I did. I will break that down for you guys that will go hand in hand with this, but just so you guys know that there are 2 free savings challenges that we will do and that I will do more videos for to follow through so that we can all do it, you know, kind of together. Because like I said, this is a one-stop shop. I'm not just going to give you the information, just tell you to go fly free. Like I'm going to watch you do it. So we are saving for a trip. I don't know where we're going. We could be going to your daddy house, but not sure yet. But we just gonna say a trip for now. Okay? We'll say trip. We got our goal of $1,000. So in that video, I started late, so I didn't have the January, right? So let's say that we got paid on the 1st. That's going alongside of what we had. We'll have to go back up. And we put in our savings that we are going to do $200. So that's what we'll deposit for this month. $200. This is where you'll add any of your unexpected deductions, right? So if you're following along from the last video, right, any of our unexpected deductions, it could be somebody asking you for money, your family, any type of financial triggers, anything like that. That is where you'll add it because you'll start with this amount of money. So let's say that our last episode we gave $100. We had a sinking fund for favors for our family, so we gave them $100 out of that. We meet our limit on that, but then we also took out $80 from our car expenses to also give to our family. So technically we gave our family $180 already in the first 2 weeks. That's over. That's over our car limit. This is why I say that you guys need to be disciplined and start saying no. But y'all don't want to do that. Y'all don't want to listen. And that's okay, but we gonna budget and we gonna figure it out to make up for that until y'all figure out how to change. Okay, so the deductions is we are going to put a minus sign and we're gonna do 180. So our final balance really that we have for this savings technically would be $20, right? Let's go ahead and put our mood. How did this make us feel this month? Now, mind you, all of this money would technically be separate. Like our sinking fund would be a different fund than our savings fund. But I want to stack this all on so you guys can see how these are the patterns that start. That you take money from here, you take money from there, you take money from here, and it brings you back down to you don't have no dinero. You don't have no money. See, let me blow it up for you. You don't have no money. Got $20, and our goal was $1,000 in a trip, and we done gave our family already in the first 2 weeks $180 deductions, right? And then we'll also put in there, we'll put 180. We'll say gave money to family for food because we want to track our habits. We want to track our habits. Well, actually, we'll leave that at the bottom. But you can put it there too. There's nothing wrong with over. And how did this month turn out for you? This is something that I have not seen in a savings challenge book, budget book, anything. The mood, what is going on? How are we fixing this situation? Anyone can take out some money, get it all together, and put it in the thing. But we're not really solving anything. We're not really changing. We're not really getting into that frugal mindset, right? We're not really changing our mindset for real. We have to figure out what is actually going on. So I decided when I thought what I did to help me get back on track with my finances, I thought that I would bring that to you guys today with a mood section, right? I also left this open spot because maybe you have some other moods that you want to lay up in here that you don't want nobody to know. That's your business. You go ahead and list that on there. You make your little key and then you put that in there, right? So this month was very hard. We have been recording great week, hard week, because we've been spending all this money. So overall, I would say for this month, a very hard week, right? Because we've had to dip into other things to be there for other people because we don't have no financial discipline, because we can't say no. Because other people are not financially disciplined and can't manage their money so that they come to you and now y'all have to come to me. But luckily I'm gonna give y'all the tools. See what I'm saying? So that's how you would do the tracker. Now, this is the other part to it. Because like I said in my last video, and I stand by this, if you don't know your weaknesses, you will fall to them every single time. If you are somebody who does not know how to say no, if you are a people pleaser, any of those things, you are setting yourself up. So, in this month, what happened? What was the mood and what was the spending triggers? Right? So what happened this month? The mood. It was very hard. Family kept asking for money, didn't meet my goals. A spending trigger, or ST, is family. So what I want you guys to look at and see is the pattern that this is going to create. You guys can still do whatever you want to do, but when you see the pattern, when it gets into this month, right? And you have sheet upon sheet upon sheet of $180 here, $120 here, $20 here, $60 here, it all adds up. And you've actually given your trip money away to your family for food. And they're not any step closer to my videos. They're not any step closer to being more independent. And that's what I want to do. That is what I have found for myself in saving challenges. When I lost my job, when I was in college, when I was struggling financially, this is what was happening, the unexpected. So this is how you get your savings monthly tracker together. Make sure that you guys are reviewing my other videos where we went through the sinking fund. And most importantly, we went through the budget planning. Okay, if you have a budget, make sure that you comment down below what type of budget. List out all of these things and we'll break it down in another video. I have no problem. I want you guys to get it together because these are the same tips that helped me get to a place to where it didn't matter how much money I was making. I knew I had a solid budget. And the goal is instead of get out of the mindset, and I used to have this mindset myself of I just need to make more money to afford everything. No, you just need to spend your money more wisely. We need to figure out what we're doing and slow down a little bit because you can still enjoy the things that you want to do and still save money. Make sure that you guys are popping over to my short section to where when we reach our goals, I'll show you that you can still have fun and still do the nice things and still get into these privilege expenses. We can get our hair done, we can get our nails done, we can go eat out, we can go on these trips, we can buy something nice for ourselves. We can do it all. But we can save, we can do it smart, we can do it wisely, and we can have a frugal mindset as we're doing it. Okay, make sure that you guys click that link down below so that you can download these savings trackers so that you can be a part of getting on top of your finances. Okay, I'm just here to help. As usual, like, comment, and subscribe, and happy saving.